Welcome, everyone, to Lubbock, Texas, and Jones AT&T Stadium, home to the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And this crowd, as always, will be rowdy because they've been gearing up since early this morning. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Nittany Lions will kick it away first. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down here for the offense. Leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Looking downfield, it's Hammond. And he got smacked just as he rolled. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and they forced the incompletion.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got it in the middle, it's Davis. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
They'll try it over the left side. Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. The run from the shotgun. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. And the Red Raiders will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. first down here for the offense. Looking for a crease. It's Martin. It's a fumble on the play. And the ball is going to land out of bounds. They'll maintain possession and pick up a few yards in the process.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look and the replay booth will overturn the call. Now on second down. The give to the back. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. The Nittany Lions get the first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
The give to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback keeps it. Picks up the first down, still moving. He's off to the races. He's at the 10. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
A first down run in the red zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Second and goal for this offense. Trying to bully their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Got nothing on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Buys a little time with his feet. And this one's not working, he'll just throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down, no harm, no foul.
They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a 3rd down conversion to avoid punt. The play action fake. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, this defense looked pretty good last week. Of course, they had 2 sacks, and their coaching staff told us they really wanted to be able to build on that. Great news, they've already registered a sack here early in this game.
The Red Raiders line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
They'll run the option. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the 4th quarter game.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Green. Getting some heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
And the Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the returner goes down. First down for this offense. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to the big tight end. He's got him wide open. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the 1st quarter. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Quarterback now breaking the field. He's looking on the right side. Ball in the air, intercepted! And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's a good young lesson for all young receivers out there. Never jump up and down waving your hands trying to get the attention of the quarterback, because guess what? All you're doing instead is getting the attention of the defense. They're able to run over and get the INT.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Fast motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's out past the 35. Nothing but green ahead. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
Using his feet. Got enough for the first down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. This quarterback part of their running game.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
So after the first down run, here's 2nd down. He'll ride his man on the option. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. With jet sweep pass. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
The Nittany Lions are threatening on 1st and goal. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll put the tight end in motion. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. It's still third and goal. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Third and goal from way back there. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. It's a 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. They'll try to run it in. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win in David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Looking to throw, it's Strong. He makes the connection. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Oh, look out! The 40. The 20. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. And would they dare be aggressive on 3rd down this deep in their own territory? Quick pass on the fly motion. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And the returner will be brought down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice.
Lost one deep down the right side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Running back goes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. Dropping back, it's Hill. They're trying to get to it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
The offense hasn't been able to get it done on fourth down. 0 for 2 so far. They'll try to turn that around here. He's got it, and they convert. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And the only time it's okay to stretch the ball out and fumble the football is on fourth down and short. It's on fourth down and goal. When you have to lay out and you have to reach that football, you could tell he was trying to maybe reach that football, coughed it up. Defense forces the fumble, gets the stop on fourth down.
Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll go back to the air on second down. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. Made a defender miss. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw. It's strong. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it down the right side. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And how about this offense responding late in the first half, getting the score, now an extra point away from tying this football game, going into the half. It's exactly how you draw up a 2-minute drill. That's how you want to finish a half.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Red Raiders will kick it away to crank up the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. back to work on offense now. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Got the first down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads could call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your hand because they're dominating right now.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Back to throw, it's Green. He lets it fly. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Paul, we're now using it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Back to pass, it's Strong. Forced out of the pocket. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Wide receiver shows motion. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now on the move. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it from the gun. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They go to the ground. Tackled, but he has a first down. The Red Raiders are flying down the field. The give to the tailback. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Wide receiver coming across in motion. To the air. It's strong. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Takes it the other way. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Penn State!
What a play by this defense. The offense going in to take the lead. No. Flip the script. The big pick 6. Now you're leading in this ball game. What a play by the D.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ohio is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout those Bobcats fans will remember for some time. They're up 14 over Northern Illinois. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Looking to throw. Pressure coming. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
On the move. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
To the air, it's Strong. Keeps looking downfield. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
At the 45 on his way. Can anyone catch him? He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Just going to keep it after the snap. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
The back goes in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Wallace. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Nice job by the defense there, getting a stop on the quarterback behind the line of scrimmage. We know they've been burned a few times early in this game by the QB run, but we weren't going to let it happen there.
second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. This is a designed run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Coaches preach all week about physicality. That is how you do it. That is how you put it on tape. That's how you show everybody in the locker room, everybody on the field. This is how our defense is going to be. Do not run the football because we will knock you senseless.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Fair catch called for and made. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Quarterback empties his backfield. Fast motion from the offense. Dropping back, it's strong. Pocket starts to collapse. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Red Raiders will hustle to the line. Quarterback checking the play. He's looking for an open man on second down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Quarterback extends the play. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Listen, this offense right now is trailing by multiple possessions. They've given up back-to-back sacks. The #1 priority on this next play has got to be pass protection. Whether that means you leave extra guys in to give this QB an opportunity to throw it downfield, you got to do it, because you're not going to have a chance to win if he keeps getting hit like that.
It's caught downfield. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with a loss.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
You got to give the coaching staff credit, because they really do focus all season long on situational football. With the lead late in the game, if we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
The AT unit on the field. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Line gets set, first down. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Brings up second down. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team.